Susan. Welcome to Plateau Art Studio Art for Kids. I have another fresh month of projects. Let's see what we're going to work on today. All right, so this is just called Rainy Day Reflection. And we're going to, you have a project like this that's just the pencil outline. So I want you to outline your houses, and one is blank, and I want you to draw in your own house. So do that, outline the houses and draw in your house, and then draw a circle up here for the moon. And then once you get that done, I want you to pause the video, and once you draw the outline of your house. You don't have to color it in yet, we'll do that together. But I just want you to outline with a black crayon, or if you have oil pastels, you can do that. I used a permanent marker, and that works really well too. So yeah, so let's finish this. So I want to get your pencil and draw in your last house, the windows and a door. You decide how many windows. If you have a chimney, what side your door's on, you decide. Okay, so then revisit me when you're done tracing your houses, and we'll get started with the coloring. All right, so hopefully you're all done. You put it on pause. And then, all right, so here's the one that's all done. This is the way it looks like. And this is a resist project, which means we are using crayons, or if you have oil pastels, then you can use oil pastels. They both have wax in them, so they will resist water. So this is what it kind of looks like, is called Rainy Day Reflection. So yeah, so you'll also need your watercolors, so get those out too. So, all right, so let's get started. Hopefully you have everything traced, and I'm going to use my, I just have a couple crayons, so I'm going to use my crayons in nice bright colors. And then we're going to use, so go ahead and practice your coloring skills and color in your house. And I colored my windows with a light yellow, so it looks like there's lights on in the house. You can leave them white, or you can put a little yellow in them. You can draw curtains with your crayons, whatever you want to do. Maybe you want a tree in there, one side of one of the houses. You decide. You can always add more to your picture. I'm choosing just bright, fun colors because they show up really well. Alright, so there's my house. And again, if I'm going too fast for you, always can pause. And just don't forget to have a medium pressure so that you're not breaking your crayons or your hand gets too tired. That'll happen if you're holding the crayon too tight and you're pressing too hard. Your hand will get tired. So find that perfect little pressure for yourself for coloring. And remember to take your time, do a nice job, don't scribble. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of yellow. Oh, I didn't put in my little lines. Lines for my windows. You don't have to have these. Maybe you have curtains. Do you know how to draw curtains? You do this. You can leave them solid, or they can have little, well, let's use blue. And just barely put a little color in there. That's how you draw curtains. Alright. Okay, then use your yellow for a little light in the windows. Make sure you go over it enough because we're going to put a wash on this, and wherever there is no crayon is where the paint will stick. So be brave when we do that. Sometimes people go, oh, I don't know if I want to do that, but that's all part of the project. There we go. All right. We'll do a blue door. Maybe I'll switch blues. Darker. You're going to go right to that fold that's in the paper. Okay. Because the fold is what the street is. So like on this one here, it is rainy day. So that's all like water in the street that is reflecting the colors of the houses and the shine of the moon. So that's the idea. So now what you can do, if you're all done coloring your houses, then we're gonna draw color in your moon white. And then what I want you to do, this is where the magic is, and you're gonna color across here, like where the moon is shining, and in between the houses goes side to side, all the way down your page, all the way down, okay? All the way down. Color enough, get a lot of white on there, all the way through. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I want you to go over your white and do the same thing with your yellow. So we get that nice golden color of the moon shining through. Gonna, as you come through here, kind of get smaller and smaller. So I don't know, got some other stuff in there, if you can see the reflection of where I've drawn, because it's so light. I'll just do this, and I don't know if it will show. Okay, so now I've got the chimneys, and I'm taking my white crayon, and I'm gonna draw some extra white in here, like there's a little smoke coming. You can't see it, but you will. There, so you just use your white. Okay, so when you are all done coloring in, then we're going to do a wash, and you can use your biggest brush or a foam brush, and I really haven't used my foam brush with you, so I'm going to do that. So now I have this on an extra piece of paper because I don't want it on my table. So if you have some paper towels, or you might want to get like a cookie tray to do this on so that the paint doesn't go anywhere, you're going to take your blue paint, your dark blue paint. I put a drop of black in this, and you're going to add some water to make it really watery. This is called a wash. A wash is a very thin transparent layer of paint. Okay, so we're going to put that right over our project, and this is what will happen. Okay, so you're just going to put this over the whole thing, and since I did not color in between, oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot the oh no, we're fine. Now you can draw your reflections using the crayons if you want here with a little bit of color, or you can use watercolors. Okay, so here's like my red here. Okay, so if you want that, and I'm going to do both so you can see. And here's a little bit of orange. There's orange reflection there for that house in the street. So then you're going to go over this whole thing. This is called a wash. And look at where the smoke was in the chimney. It is resisting the crayon, the waxy crayon. I think I got enough. What do you think? I want to cover that whole thing. There. Now, you can also use a little bit of watercolors. Works really, really well. Let's see. We've got orange. There. And it turns into there. Kind of reflection there. We've got green. This one didn't have any crayon, so I gotta use a darker green. So you can use a little bit of watercolor, and there's a lot of water on this, so that will absorb my color there. Okay, and then some red. My crayon didn't, I should have pressed harder for my crayon, but I'm going to go ahead and put that red, little bit of red watercolor in there for the reflection, rainy day reflection there. So there's all those fun colors. You put as much in there as you like. And then the water will just kind of help cast those out. Now if you want, you can leave it, or you can dab the houses a little bit. Don't do the bottom, but you can do a little bit on the top. Or just leave it. Looks Baltique almost. Yeah. I like to clean it up a little bit, but that's just me. So there. And then don't do that on the bottom though, because you want it to look like water and reflection. So there you have it. Rainy day reflection using our crayons for resist and our watercolor for the reflection. And this is kind of a fun little simple project. Kind of experiment with your wax crayons or oil pastels and how they react with water. So hope you have fun with that. And I've got one more project for October. So I will see you next week and have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Hey, thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the projects. I'll see you next week. I look forward to it. Bye-bye.